Mic test. "40 seconds left in the warm-up. Oh, that's Reed's stick. Oh boy. It's nowhere near as nice as that one, but oh boy. It's in the locker room. They're on the bench, probably. Oh boy.
You want to go get it?
I don't want to go get it. Just right, yeah, just it's orange. Reed. Reed, it's okay. Get your orange one. You'll survive. Hurry up.
Better now than in the game.
Hey, did you find your stick yesterday? Where was it?
Yeah, he has one. It's just really small.
What size is it?
I don't know. He might come up to his. Yeah, he maybe. Okay, just in case. He'll probably be okay. Reed, are you okay with that one? Okay. Maybe just in case. Yeah.
Can't use that.
All right. Good morning. Matchup between Columbia Cyclones and the Raleigh Raptors. We got Doss, Schroeder, Anaya, Hollingworth, and Robinson out for the first line. We can keep it just in case. We'll see how that orange one's just small. Cyclones win the draw in the neutral zone. Chipping it forward, intercepted by Schroeder and back to Robinson. Puck gets through, controlled by Robinson behind the net, loses an edge in the corner. Cyclones attempt the crosser. Puck comes back out, controlled by the Cyclones in the neutral zone, just gets past Schroeder's stick. Doss is there to intercept. Intercepted by Hollingworth, but fans on the pass forward. Gathered by Robinson in the corner, sends it up to Schroeder. Schroeder chips it ahead. Sent back in by the Cyclones, intercepted by Hollingworth. Takes it down in the corner behind the net. Stretch pass, intercepted. Chip back out by Robinson. Robinson up to Schroeder. Schroeder to Doss. Into the neutral zone. They enter the zone as a 3-on-1. Doss going to get a chance at a shot. Oh, rips it just wide of the net. Doss gains back control over to Schroeder. Schroeder on the crosser behind the net. Over to Anaya. Anaya gets it, sends it back behind the net to Schroeder. He's got Doss in front. The puck doesn't quite make it there. Cleared by the Cyclones. It's a race. Good save by Casalito on the net today. Chip forward by Wolf and Doss. Raptors going to make a change on the ice. Onto the ice comes Waldron, McPhee, McLam, Hoover, and Wolf. Waldron wins the draw. Back to Hoover in the corner. Waldron gains possession behind the net. Sends it forward to McPhee. McPhee gathers it and chips it ahead to McLam, who's off to the races. End up with an ice. Waldron wins the draw to McPhee. McPhee chips it forward to McLam. McLam taking it through the neutral zone, chips it ahead. He's got Waldron and McPhee with him. McLam over to McPhee. McPhee gathers the puck, sends it over to Waldron in front. Waldron with a shot, and it goes just wide of the net. Waldron gains possession, sends it to McLam, right to McLam in front. Oh, and it's covered by the goalie. Couple good chances there for the Raptors. Getting a line change, we got Yellen, Felmley, DiLorenzo, Ethan Anthony, and Oktobarski coming on the ice. DiLorenzo wins the draw back to Yellen. Yellen to Oktobarski at the point. Oktobarski sends it in through traffic, but goes off the shin. Anthony keeps it in. Puck still loose. Coming into the neutral zone. Taken over by Oktobarski, who chips it forward. Taken back over by Cyclones, who enters the zone. Got an offsides. Got a Cyclones player down. Draw will be coming outside the zone after an offsides. 10:53 left in the first, score 0-0. DiLorenzo wins the draw, gets it over to Felmley. Felmley chips it up the boards. Yellen skates through and takes possession. He enters the zone. Makes a nice pass over to Felmley, only with a toe drag, but it gets loose. Back over, kept in by Anthony at the point. Anthony's got the control of the puck, sends a nice shot in, but it's deflected off the Cyclones defender. Oktobarski chips it into Yellen. Yellen's got the puck. Sends it back to Anthony. Anthony down along the boards to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo sends it in front, but nobody's there. Puck kept in by Anthony again. Did a great job of that yesterday, too. Flex off the defender. Still kept in. Oktobarski with a nice chip over to Felmley. Oh, I don't know about that. And offsides. End of the ice for the Raptors is Anaya, Schroeder, Doss, Robinson, and Hollingworth. Draw one by Schroeder. He wins it up to Doss, who takes it into the zone. Gets tangled up. Cyclones rip it ahead. Don't know if it touched anybody. I think we're going to have an ice, but it goes off of Casalito. Casalito played the puck over to Hollingworth. Hollingworth's got it behind the net. It's intercepted by the Cyclones over to Anaya. Anaya plays it up the boards. Loose in front. Schroeder breaks it up, gets it up here to Doss. Doss sends it ahead. Schroeder ripping up the side to get it. He makes a nice play on the puck, gets control of it behind the net, comes right back to, oh, it goes off the back of the net. Try to make a play out front to Doss. Regathered by the Cyclones, they play it through, comes out to the neutral zone to Robinson. Robinson chips it in a little bit early for the offsides. Schroeder wins the drop to Doss. Doss takes it into the zone. Goes between the legs. It's covered up by... Oh, no, the puck's actually still loose. Oh, it's back over. Schroeder scores. Goalie tried to cover the puck, deflected right back out to Grady, and Grady put it right in the net. 9:10 left in the first, 1-0 Raptors. Goal by Schroeder. On the ice we have Waldron, McLam, McPhee, Hoover, and Wolf. Waldron wins the draw over to McPhee, plays it up the middle to himself. He's got a 1-on-2, enter in the zone with control of the puck. He's got a chance on the right side, takes the puck into the corner, plays it across the front, doesn't quite make it there. McPhee's got the puck in the corner, plays it back to Hoover. Hoover D to D over to Wolf. Wolf's got control. Gets tangled up, heads back in the corner for control, dumps it behind the net to Waldron. Waldron's got the puck, he's going to be out in the front, tries the wrap. Gets busted up by the defender. I think he takes a stick to the neck. Puck gets played over to Wolf. Waldron coming off the ice. Wolf playing the puck up, it comes over to McLam. McLam's got it coming along the boards. They've got numbers coming in, but ended up being clear. McLam, over to Yellen, hits Yellen in the skate. Played back down to McLam, comes out to Hoover. Hoover's got it along the board. She plays it back down to McLam in the corner. On the crosser to Yellen. It's puck deflected wide. Cyclones trying to clear, and they clear it out. Hoover takes possession in the neutral zone. Plays it wide over to Wolf. Wolf gains control. He brings it into the zone. Clear on the icing met by 4 defenders. Back to McPhee. McPhee plays it deep. Yellen on the chase. Yellen doesn't quite make it there, but it comes back to Hoover at the point. Hoover has control, chips it back down into Yellen behind the net. Cyclones trying to clear it out. McPhee gathers possession of the puck. Makes a toe drag to McLam. McLam's shot doesn't make it through, but comes down for Wolf. Wolf's a chance for a shot. It doesn't get through traffic. Covered up by the goalie. Good chance there by Wolf. Good cover by the goalie. 7:23 left in the first. 1-0 Raptors. Yellen stays on the ice. On comes DiLorenzo, Felmley, Anthony, and Oktobarski. DiLorenzo wins the draw back to Yellen. Yellen plays it back to Oktobarski at the point. Meets a defender there, dumps it down into the corner to Felmley. Felmley's got possession behind the net. Send it right in front. There's a great chance there. Comes down to Anthony. Anthony sends the puck in front, tied up by the goalie. 7:07 left in the first, 1-0 Raptors. DiLorenzo wins it back, gains possession himself, sends it back to Anthony. Anthony dumps it back down to DiLorenzo along the boards. Meets 3 guys there. DiLorenzo's still scrapping. Cyclones come out with the puck, but Yellen helps out, ends up coming out of the zone. Gains possession coming back in. Toe drags across the front. Loses possession. Back to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo sends it across to Yellen, but gets broken up in front. Cyclones gain possession behind the net and going to try to clear it. DiLorenzo hustles back and gathers the puck behind the net. Met there by some Cyclones players. The puck's loose in front. Good save by Casalito and covered. On the ice we got Schroeder, Robinson, Anaya, Hollingworth, and Doss. Chip it up to Doss. Doss takes control into the neutral zone. He's got Anaya trail him and Schroeder over on the left. He enters the zone. Toe drags across for a shot. Good save by the goalie. Glove save. Good shot by Doss. the Cyclone zone. Schroeder wins it back, chips it back to Hollingworth. Hollingworth goes D to D over to Robinson. Robinson brings it up, shoots it up the net. Oh, deflected just wide off of Doss's stick. Anaya gets control behind the net. Chips it back over to Robinson. Robinson, tries to gain possession, but he fans on it. Cyclones player takes it over. Hollingworth trailing, but good play by Hollingworth. Grabs it right down in the corner. Sends it back up the boards to Anaya. Anaya's got Schroeder and Doss. But it was chipped back by the Cyclones, right back to Robinson's stick. Robinson sends a great pass forward up to Schroeder. We got a 2-on-1. Schroeder with a shot. It doesn't make it through. Went off the defender. Back over to Doss. Doss chips it just wide of the net. Schroeder's got it behind the net. Sends it over to Anaya. Right off of Anaya's stick in front. Play's coming back behind the boards. Anaya meets him there. Tie up in the corner. They chip the puck around Schroeder, comes back out and then back in for an offsides. On the ice is Waldron, McLam, McPhee, Hoover, and Wolf. Waldron wins the draw back to Hoover. Hoover chips it ahead, dumps it into the zone. McPhee and Waldron trailing. Comes over to Wolf. Wolf ends up keeping it in the zone. He gains possession. Sends it up towards the net. Goes behind the net. Coming back over. McLam intercepts it, and it goes back to Hoover. Hoover gains possession. She sends it into the corner for McLam. McLam's got control of it. Sends it over in front. Gets chipped in front. Waldron scrapping in front. Puck's still loose. Scrum behind the net. McLam chips it back over to the corner. Waldron gains possession in the corner. Looks back down, sends a crosser pass out to McLam, goes right to McPhee's stick. McPhee's got it. Pursuing to the corner, but his pass is a little bit wide. Goes between Wolf and Hoover. Hoover trailing it back with some speed. She takes the corner. Good possession. She takes possession into the neutral zone. She's got some speed to enter the zone. She's got McPhee with her. She's going to have a chance here. Nice drag across with a shot. Great save of the goalie. It's loose in front. McPhee gets it and scores! Nice! Great take up by Hoover. Bounces off the goalie's pad and McPhee finishes it. Excellent take by Vivian. Good finish by McPhee. 4 minutes left in the first. 2-0 Raptors. Waldron wins the draw over to McPhee. McPhee sends it back over to Wolf. Wolf gains possession and chips it up the board right to McPhee's stick. An excellent pass forward. They got some numbers coming in. They got Waldron, McPhee, McLam. Chips it over. Pass was a little bit too far in front. Couldn't be handled by Waldron or McLam. Good look by McPhee. McPhee gains possession into the corner. Tries to go back to the D, but it's intercepted by the Cyclones. Takes it into the neutral zone. Crosses with possession. Broken up by Hoover. Scrapped down in the corner. Hoover gets possession, sends it over to Wolf. Wolf's going to chip it up. But it goes off the skate of the Cyclone, out of the zone. Back into the zone. McPhee, a nice back check, sends it up to Wolf. Wolf's got McLam with him. Going to enter the zone. Got 2-on-1. Taken down, going to get a penalty here coming up to the Cyclones. So we'll go on the power play. 3 minutes and 10 seconds left in the first. 2-0 Raptors headed on the power play. On comes Schroeder, Anaya, Doss, Anthony, and Oktobarski for the power play. Schroeder wins the draw, but gets tied up in the middle. He's going to get a chance. Gets it over to Doss, but it's just a little bit wide in front of his stick. Doss gains possession, chips it back up the boards to Oktobarski, who gains possession, sends it down into the corner. Anaya gets it along the boards, back over to Doss. Doss back to Anaya behind the net. Anaya gets sends it in front, but nobody's there. Off the Cyclone stick. They're going to make a rush the other way. Bring the possession to the neutral zone. Run it down in the zone, cut off by Oktobarski. Gets it up to Doss. They have numbers going the other way. The pass is a little bit long for Anaya, but Anaya's going to chase it down. He's got Schroeder in the middle. Bring the corner, Anaya with a shot. Good save by the goalie. 57 seconds left in the power play. 2 minutes and 32 seconds left in the first period. 2-0 Raptors. Schroeder wins it to Doss. Doss sends it back to Oktavarski. Oktavarski sends it down into the corner. Doss regains possession. He sends it over in front of the net. Oh, it's chipped over by the goalie. Anaya's got it in the corner. He plays it up to Anthony on the point. Point back down to the corner to Anaya. Anaya looks in front, chips it over in front of the... Oh, he went good chance. Deflected off the goalie. Dabarski's got the puck. He sends it into... Oh, tripped right off of Doss's stick and into the goalie's pad. And they send it out. And down for an ice. Great chance there. Just went off of Doss's stick for a nice deflection, but the goalie was there to make the save. On the ice comes Yellen Femley, DiLorenzo, Hollingworth, and Logan Robinson. 26 seconds left in the power play. Cyclones win the draw, gain possession behind the net. DiLorenzo pressure in the corner, kept in by Hollingworth. Oh, but he fans on it. Cyclone's going to get a little push the other way. Robinson over to cut him off. A little drag around Robinson, but Yellen hustles back and makes the back check. Gets it up to Felmley. Felmley pushing it into the zone. Plays it up to DiLorenzo. No offsides. Gets the puck chipped away. Yellen battling and gets it down into the corner. Yellen takes possession. Nice spin, sends it in front. Right to Felmley's stick. Oh, gets a chance, but deflected off of the defender. Nice crosser and a nice shot. Just couldn't make it through traffic. Goes back to Robinson. Robinson sends it. Oh, it goes off of the shin of the defender. The defender's going to get a break. Casalito out of the net. Gets a chance. Oh, good save by Casalito. Excellent save. Puck goes into the corner. Coming up to the side. Ooh, deflected in front. He tried to play it out. Hollingworth chips it up to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo takes it into the neutral zone. Plays it up to Felmley. Goes back to Hollingworth. Hollingworth tries to send it up the board, but the Cyclone defender's right there. A bit of a scrum in front, broken up by Robinson, and over to Yellen. Yellen sends it up to Felmley. Takes possession into the neutral zone. They enter the zone. He and DiLorenzo over his chip back. Yellen makes a nice play to keep it in. Takes it into the corner. Fans on the cross pass, but it goes back to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo with the crosser goes behind the net. Wolf coming down to meet the puck. He keeps it. Nice possession in the corner. Gets it over to Felmley. Felmley's got possession. Sends it. Oh, a good shot. Goes off the goalie's glove. Wolf coming down to keep it in. Sends it in front. Deflects to the corner. Comes into the neutral zone. That's the end of the first period. 2-0 Raptors. Put an extender on his one the other day and just rebuilt it all, and then it broke, so like the other one's a little short, so it's very nice with whoever he's borrowing. All right, on the ice to start the second period, we got Hoover and Wolf on D, McPhee, Waldron, and McLam. Cyclones win the draw, but it's chipped ahead. McPhee gets possession, chips it down into the zone. McPhee loses an edge back along the board. Waldron chasing it in the corner. Cyclones gain possession and chip it up. Goes through McLean's stick. Goes into the neutral zone to Hoover. Hoover gets possession. She dumps it back in. Cyclones get it behind the net. Get the stretch pass in front, but they couldn't handle it. Chased down by Wolf. It's going to come to Castellito. Chips it to the side. Oh, gets it in front, and they get a goal out of it. Puck went off of Castellito's pad, back to the Cyclones player, and he chipped it in. 2-1 Raptors. 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the second. On the ice comes Schroeder, Dawson, Anaya, Oktobarski, and Anthony. Schroeder wins the draw forward. Ends up getting played back to Oktobarski. Oktobarski dumps it into the zone. Schroeder pursuing it behind the net. Gets chipped forward by the Cyclones, but it goes to Oktobarski, who's scrumming along the boards. Keeps it in, sends it over to Anaya. Anaya gets possession. Sends a shot in, goes off the chest of the goalie and gets chipped wide. Anaya gets possession again in the corner, sends it across to Schroeder. Schroeder in front to Dawson, it's covered up by the goalie. Schroeder wins the draw. He sends it back to Anthony at the point. Anthony observing, sends it down in front, gets deflected wide. And Schroeder in the corner. He tries to feed it in front to Doss. It's broken. Doss regains possession, gets a good shot out of the net, saved by the goalie. Schroeder gets possession behind the net. Tries to send it back in front with a good look, but taken away by the Cyclones. Deflected off the pad, and Anthony tries to keep it in. Chased down by Oktobarski. Castellito comes out of the net. Oh, they shoot, they score! Good hustle by the Cyclones. They got back and got the shot off. 12:31 left in the second, 2-2. On comes Yellen, Felmley, DiLorenzo, Robinson, and Hollingworth. DiLorenzo wins the draw, but they scrum forward in the middle. He ends up taking possession himself up along the boards. Enters the zone with some speed. He's got Yellen and Felmley with him. Gets it back to the middle with a shot. Oh, good save by the goalie and covered. Good speed into the zone by DiLorenzo and a great shot. Great save by the goalie. DiLorenzo wins the draw and he ends up chipping it forward. Possession taken by the Cyclones. Trying to enter the zone, they chip it out, fly it down the ice. I don't think there's any contact and we'll get an icing. Coming back. That ref is cooking. Cyclones win the draw and gain possession of it back in the corner. Behind the net and send it up along the boards. Only send the stretch pass up to the right side. A little bit too long for the guy. Felmley intercepts it. He's going to get a nice chance in front. Let's see, gets the backhand try. Oh, he scores! Great backhand shot by Felmley. Good hustle and good shot. No goal. What? Let's see what the call is here. They're saying no goal. Saw it hit the inside of the net on the pipe. Wonder what the call is here. Calls a goal. Raptors goal. Look good to us from here. Great goal by Felmley. Great hustle, good backhand. 3-2, 11:50 left in the second. Got Waldron, McPhee, McLam, Hoover, and Wolf on the ice. Ref over explaining, not sure what the issue is here. It's weird, the guy behind the net's the one that made the no call, and we clearly could see it go right in the back. All right, let's get going. All right, scrum in the middle. Cyclones win the draw. McPhee pursues it into the zone. It comes right to McLam. McLam coming in. He's going to get a nice shot here on the side. The shot, oh, save. Oh, just a little bit too long off the pad for Waldron to put in. Comes back to Hoover. Hoover comes down, keeps into the corner, right to McLam. McLam tries the crosser. Back to Hoover at the point. Sends it back down the middle into traffic. Intercepted by the Cyclones, who pursue it into the neutral zone. Chased down by Waldron. Waldron with the back check. Gets it over to McLam. McLam's going to push it forward. Makes a nice drag across the face. McLam enters the zone with possession. He gets, the shot's deflected wide. Sends it back in front, but the goalie chips it in. Hoover comes down. Hoover's got possession. She's going to send it on the net. Went a little bit in the corner. McPhee over to McPhee and Waldron. Waldron's backhand right off the goalie's thing. Comes back to Waldron's stick and chips wide. McPhee's got possession in the corner. But it comes back to Wolf. Wolf at the point. Wolf tries to chip it in, but it goes off the shin. Wolf still has possession. Sending a high one into the corner off of the glove. Oh, it goes right to the goalie. A few good chances on that push there. Just couldn't find the back. On the ice comes Doss, Schroeder, Anaya, Anthony, and Oktobarski. Schroeder wins the draw back, ends up going to Anaya. Anaya back to Anthony here at the point. Anthony goes over to Oktobarski. Oktobarski shoots it in. Oh, a good shot. Goes right off the pad of the goalie. Loose in front. It goes over to Doss. Doss had it behind the net. It gets it over to Anaya. Anaya behind, sends it up to the point to Anthony. Anthony's got pressure. Dumps it back down to Anaya. Goes to Schroeder. Schroeder with the backhand over across the Doss. Just goes a little bit wide. Doss gains it in the corner. Sends it back to Anaya behind the net. Little scrum behind the net. The Cyclones come out with possession. Doss has a nice little chip, but it doesn't quite make it over to Anthony's stick. Gets through Anthony along the side. He's got somebody pursuing him on his inside shoulder. Good. Plays the puck back outside. Comes over through Anaya's legs. There's a good chance. Ends up being offsides. Good play by Anthony up the boards there to keep the Cyclones rush from getting on the net. Schroeder wins the draw, ends up chipping it forward, but goes to the Cyclones player. Doss putting on the pressure, but they ended up chipping it up to the side, pursuing into the zone with possession. Schroeder's there and Anthony's there. Oh, they're making a call on Anthony. It's going to be a tripping call. Raptors will have to go on the penalty kill. 9:45 left in the second, 3-2. On come Waldron and DiLorenzo to help kill off the penalty, along with Hollingworth and Robinson. Raptors generate quite a bit of chances on the penalty kill, so we'll see what happens here. Loses the draw, but it goes back to the Cyclones player. Goes to DiLorenzo, who chips it forward. Can't clear it out of the zone. Waldron scrapping for it. It goes off the stick right to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo chips it up into the neutral zone. Cleared the puck back to the Cyclones. Player's going to go D to Z. Sends it across. They enter the zone. Robinson tries to clear it, but it goes off the shin. Robinson in the corner. Waldron gets possession behind the net, but is met there by a Cyclones player. Back over to Robinson. Robinson's got it now in the corner. They chip it up the boards. Doesn't quite make it out. Over the Cyclones player, goes off of Casalito's pad, plays it down into the corner. Pursued by Hollingworth in the corner. DiLorenzo gets possession, tries to chip it up the boards to Waldron, doesn't quite get there. Taken back by the Cyclones with a nice little toe drag, plays it right over Hollingworth, chips it outside. Waldron gains possession, he's going to take some ice. 1-on-3, comes through the neutral zone with the puck, makes a toe drag, doesn't quite get through. DiLorenzo makes a nice chip, comes back in for an offsides. 11 seconds left in the penalty kill. 8:25 left in the second. Hoover and Wolf come on for D. Waldron and DiLorenzo stay as the forwards. Waldron wins the draw, ends up going behind him. Back to Wolf. Wolf gains possession, carries it forward through the neutral zone. Makes a nice little toe drag to enter the zone. Lost it at their feet. Waldron gains possession. Waldron going to take a shot, but it goes off the chest of the defender. Gains possession, tries to play it in front, but it's met there by a Cyclones player. Waldron's got possession back in the corner. We're back to even strength. Waldron's got it. He's going to play it back. He plays it back to Hoover at the point. Hoover comes down, takes a nice shot, sends it in, doesn't quite make it through traffic. And we've got a penalty call. Penalty's going to be on the Cyclones. Raptors will be going on the power play. We've got Yellen, Femley, DiLorenzo, Wolf, and Hoover on the ice. 7 minutes, 55 seconds left in the second. 3-2 Raptors. DiLorenzo wins it to the corner. It's met there by a Cyclones player. Yellen gets down, gets it, makes a drag, tries to get it across, but it's tied up. Plays it back to DiLorenzo along the boards. DiLorenzo takes a shot on the net, but it goes off the side. Yellen gets it behind, chips it forward, but it goes to a Cyclones player. Kept in by DiLorenzo, back to Yellen's stick. Yellen's going to have a chance here on the side, chips it all right to the chest and saved by the goalie. Draw coming in the Cyclone zone. We've got DiLorenzo, Yellen, Femley, Wolf, and Hoover. Draw one by the Cyclones. Take possession behind the boards. Swings it around. Hoover's there to meet. Hoover keeps it, gets possession, made it out of the zone, chips it back over. Yellen sends it in. Cyclones pay it back. Wolf's got it behind the net. Coming out with some speed. Makes a drag around the defender. Still has possession coming through the neutral zone. He's got Femley and Yellen with him. No offsides. Wolf brings up, sends it across to Ethan. Oh, to Yellen. It goes right between his legs and off his stick. Great look by Wolf. Wolf hustles back. DiLorenzo gets possession, tries for the wraparound in front. The puck is still loose in front. Back to Wolf, ends up making it out of the zone. Wolf taken down. There's going to be a tripping call coming up on the Cyclones here. They tripped up Wolf in the zone when he had the puck. So got DiLorenzo coming up. He chips it forward. Possession to Yellen. It went off the stick of the Cyclones. Power play coming up for the Raptors. So we'll have 5-on-3 for 8 seconds, and then a minute 30 power play still after that. 5-on-4, 6:33 left in the second, 3-2 Raptors. We got Waldron, McPhee, McLam, Anthony, and Oktoberski out. Waldron wins the draw back to McPhee cleanly. Anthony gets it at the point, sends it D to D over to Oktoberski. Oktoberski got the puck, sends it in the net, ogres it off the goalie and deflects wide. Cyclones have possession in the corner, chased down by Waldron. Waldron to McLam there. Tries to get possession when it comes back, so we're back to 5-on-4. Anthony sends it in, shot. Deflects off of the defender and up over, goes in front to Waldron. The McPhee tried to get it over to Waldron, missed it in front. It goes over to McLam. McLam sends it back to Oktoberski at the point. He sends it back down into the corner. It's going to find its way around to McPhee on the right side. A little scrum in the corner for the puck. Waldron comes down to join. Waldron comes free with the puck, sends it right in front. Right to McLam, but it went just a little bit too far inside. Oktoberski keeps it in, sends it over in front. Goes right to the Cyclones player, and then they clear it. Cleared in and out for an offsides. Draw will be just outside the zone. On comes Schroeder, Anaya, Doss. Anthony and Oktoberski are staying. Draw won by the Cyclones. Anaya pressuring them into the zone. They send it forward. It goes right to Anthony's stick. Anthony makes a move but loses possession. Schroeder hustles back and makes a nice little back check there. Scrum with Anaya. And it's going to be offsides. Draw just outside the zone. We got Anaya, Schroeder, Doss, Anthony, and Oktoberski. 25 seconds left in the power play. Schroeder wins it back to Oktoberski. He's going to bring it forward. He gains possession into the neutral zone, chips and dumps it into the corner. Could be an icing. I think he tried to play it off the boards, but it carried just a bit too far forward. .16 seconds left in the Raptors power play, 3-2, 5 minutes and 19 seconds left in the second period. Schroeder wins the draw over to Anthony. Anthony goes down, but then Schroeder comes back over and takes possession, tries to play it up to Doss, which is a little bit too long for him. Oktoberski chips it up to Doss. Doss is going to have Anaya entering the zone at a 2-on-1. Plays it over just a little bit too far in front of Anaya's stick. Goes into the corner. Anaya tries to play it back in front. It goes right to Doss. He has Schroeder right there too. Goes up. Nice shot. Goes off of the defender's shin. They get one shot on the goal. Schroeder's got it but plays it into the corner. Pursues it behind the net over to Anaya. Ends up swinging along the boards to Doss. Gets past Doss's stick. Still gets possession. Met there by a Cyclone player who came through the puck. Chased down by Oktoberski and Anthony. Played a shot right on the net to Casalito. Casalito with a kick save. Kick save to the corner and plays it up the boards. Doesn't quite get out. Anaya's there, and they clear it. Oktoberski pushing. Sends it up towards Doss. Along the board, kept in by the Raptors. Goes right to Schroeder. Schroeder with a slap shot right off of the net. Good shot. Good save by the goalie. Anaya's got it in the corner. Plays it back to Anthony. Doesn't quite make it there. The Cyclones player plays it between Anthony's legs. Has numbers coming up. They couldn't quite handle the pass. And Anthony was back there to meet him. Anthony goes hard into the boards. Off of Casalito's pad. Puck was loose in front. Anaya chips it out. Gets it out of the zone. Good save by Grant. Gain possession. Doss tries to make the interception. Does get a stick on it to slow them down. We got an offsides. Line change coming for the Raptors. We got DiLorenzo, Yellen, Felmley, Robinson, and Hollingworth coming on. Draw will be just outside the zone. 3 minutes, 33 seconds left in the second. 3-2 Raptors. DiLorenzo wins the draw over towards Yellen, but Yellen came inside a little bit too far. Chip forward, pursued by Yellen on the outside. It makes a nice play off his pad. Couldn't quite handle it. Comes back to DiLorenzo. He enters the zone. Gets a clear. He's got numbers. Plays over to Yellen's stick. Yellen's going to get a chance in front. Broken up by the Cyclones. Crosser went just a little bit too long. Cyclones gain possession coming through the neutral zone. They try to dump it around, but Robinson takes possession. He's carrying it forward, tries to get it out, but doesn't quite get there. Di Lorenzo takes the puck. He's going to swing it behind the net. Chips it up, doesn't hit anybody. Felmley and Yellen in pursuit. It's clear, doesn't make it far enough for an ice, and they get it out of the zone. We're going to have a 2-on-1 rush the other way. Di Lorenzo and Robinson trying to get back. Hollingworth cuts him off. Robinson makes it back to get in the way of the puck and gets it wide. Di Lorenzo loses an edge and goes into the boards. Robinson gets a stick on it. Oh, Castellito's got a pad on it. Puck's loose. Oh, covered up by Castellito. Couldn't find the puck. It was loose in front. On the ice is coming Waldron, McLam, Wolf, Hoover, and McPhee. Waldron chips it forward. He gets it over to McLam. McLam's a little bit too fast for it. Comes into the zone, trying to clear it out. Little scrum in front. Hoover chips it into the neutral zone. Clears the puck, pursued by McLam. McLam keeps it in, chips it into the zone. Waldron in pursuit, kept in by McLam. Plays to the Cyclone player, but ends up going down into the corner. Gotta put some pressure on him here. Waldron puts pressure and ends up gaining possession in the corner. Looks on a crosser over to McLam, 6-hand, come right to McPhee. McPhee gets a shot, and ends up flex over top of the net. Puck was played in front by McLam with a good pass, but nobody was there. Right to McLam, stick. Oh, it goes just wide. McLam's got possession on the crosser. He sends it, but it doesn't make it through. Waldron gets possession behind the net, goes right to McPhee's stick. McPhee's going to get a shot, goes high. Oh, goes off of the goalie's helmet. Back to Wolf. Wolf gets a shot. Deflected by the defender. McPhee tried another shot, but it also got deflected wide. Hoover plays it down into the corner. McPhee gains possession behind the net. McPhee looking what to do, tries to get it across, but a defender's right there. Oh, that wasn't a takedown of the stick. That was a takedown of the stick. There was no skate. They're going to have a penalty here coming up to McPhee on the delayed call. Hoover touches the puck. And the Raptors will have to go on the penalty kill. And McPhee just got the stick and the kid went down, calling a trip, and wasn't even the skate. Draw come in the Raptors zone. Actually, the penalty is on McLam. Okay, so we got Schroeder, Anaya, Oktoberski, and Anthony out here to kill off the penalty. Anthony clears it out, plays it up the boards. He's got Schroeder racing in the corner. He's got some numbers. Anaya's coming with him too. Schroeder gains possession. He's going to get a chance. A shot. Oh, good kick save by the goalie. Goes back to the corner. Cyclones try to clear, and they do. Possession comes back to Anthony. Anthony's got the puck in front. Loses control. Taken over by the Cyclones into the zone. Schroeder does a nice back check. Schroeder gets another good play. Picks up the possession. Carries it through the neutral zone. Carries it into the zone. A couple of dangles. The dangle's going to come right to Anaya. Anaya's going to have a great chance of the shot. Scores! Great take by Schroeder right over to Anaya, and Anaya with the finish. 26 seconds left in the period. Short-handed, 53 seconds left on the penalty kill. 4-2 Raptors. Great hustle play there by Schroeder. Great finish by Anaya. Schroeder wins it, but it goes forward. End up chipping it back and now over to Oktoberski. Oktoberski's got the puck, sends it up along the boards with Schroeder, but ends up going to the defender. Cyclones enter the zone. Take it down in the corner, look for a crosser, but Oktoberski's there. He gets possession, he's going to carry it forward. Chips it up to Schroeder, goes off of Schroeder's skate. Schroeder's going to play it over to Anaya. Anaya's going to get another chance. Speed coming up the board, he's got a breakaway. He comes, he's got a chance. The backhander shot. Oh, good save by the goalie. Schroeder's right there, but misses the putback. And that's the end of the period. Another great look short-handed there by Schroeder. Anaya. Great pass up from Oktoberski. They'll still have to kill off 27 seconds of the penalty when we come back. End of the second, 4-2 Raptors. the ice to start the third. Penalty kill is Schroeder, Doss, Hollingworth, and Robinson. 27 seconds left of the penalty kill. 4-2 Raptors. Start of the third. Cyclones win the draw. Schroeder's right there. Schroeder gains possession. He's going to enter the zone with Doss. Schroeder takes a shot, but it goes off the play, goes right to him. Oh, another good save by the goalie. Took a shot, went off the shin of the defender. Deflected right to him. Another shot off the goalie's chest. The goalie covers. Schroeder wins the draw back to Doss. Doss plays it to Robinson. Robinson goes D to Hollingworth. Hollingworth sends it in, but it goes off of Schroeder's skate. Cyclones send it back and clear it. Hollingworth gains possession. He sends it up the boards to Schroeder. Schroeder chips it ahead to himself, and he's in pursuit. Oh, goes off of his skate. McPhee comes on the ice at the end of the penalty kill. Back to even strength. Robinson down behind the boards, but fans on and ends up losing an edge. Schroeder's there to help. We got a scrum. The puck comes in front, but it's regained possession by the Raptors. Doss plays it across to McPhee. A little bit long for McPhee, but McPhee in pursuit. He should have a chance along the side. Tries to make the drag, but doesn't quite get through. Gains possession in the corner. Tries to play it up the boards, but the Cyclones player is there. Nice keep in by Hollingworth along the board. He's going to play it forward. He chips it back down to the corner. Schroeder's in pursuit. Ends up coming back to Doss. Doss gets a shot on the net. Oh, played right in front. Good save by the goalie. McPhee tries to keep it in. It gets chipped back over to Robinson. Robinson plays it back down into the zone. No ice. Cyclones behind the net. Some pressure by Doss. Comes down by McPhee. McPhee gains possession and plays it back to Doss behind the net. Doss has possession behind the net. He had Waldron in front. Doss loses possession down into the corner. Waldron chips to keep it in. Two Cyclones players there. Ends up losing it. Gets played up the boards, but makes it past Wolf. Hoover in pursuit off the bench. Comes over to help. Gets in the way, but the puck was played in front. Waldron in pursuit in the corner, but they chip it behind him. Wolf gets possession there. He's going to carry it along the boards. Tries to play it up, but loses the puck to the Cyclones player. Oh, the shot blocked by Hoover. Looking forward in the corner. Wolf's going to go behind the net to gain possession. Wolf's got possession and plays it up to himself, and he plays it to Waldron. Waldron gains possession. He's going to chip it up to McPhee. McPhee's got Doss crossing the line with him. I don't think he saw him, but he has his head down, plays it into the corner, makes a nice dangle, a little crosser. Oh, the chip goes in front and off of the goalie's stick. Back to Hoover at the point. Hoover sending it in. Makes it through. Goes off between McPhee's legs. Bit of a deflection. Send it back to the point. Wolf gains possession at the point. Carries it down in. Gets a shot onto the net, and the goalie covers. 11-12 left in the third. 4-2 Raptors. Line change coming. We got Felmley, DiLorenzo, Yellen, Toberski, and Ethan Anthony. Cyclones win the draw and play it back along the boards. They swing it around. Toberski's stick. Ethan Anthony keeps it in the neutral zone for some neutral play. We've got Yellen along the boards, makes the back check. Cyclones gain possession but dump it down into the corner. Anthony's there to meet it. He tries to play it up the glass, but it deflects towards the middle. Cyclone shot, blocked by Felmley. Toberski takes the puck, and he's got some speed on the corner. He's going to have a chance for a breakaway. He brings it in with a shot. Oh, goes off of the goalie's chest. Deflected wide. Great chance there. Uses speed to gain the outside, and good save by the goalie. He hustles back, makes a nice play to keep it chipped in. Cyclones are going to enter the zone, but it's met there by the back check of DiLorenzo. Ended up being able to try to play it in front, but it goes off of October's stick. He's there. Dobersey with a dive and play, but goes back to DiLorenzo. DiLorenzo carries it along the boards on the wide side. Comes back to Anthony. Anthony's got the puck behind the net. He sends it up, swings it up the boards to Felmley. Felmley makes a little chip ahead. Possession was gained. Yellen's there in pursuit. DiLorenzo coming across to break it up. Gets dumped down into the zone. Doberski's got the puck in the corner. Tied up behind the net. Oh, they get a little play in front. The stick comes right to Yellen's stick. Yellen makes a drag around the defender. He's got somebody coming behind him at full speed. Oh, and he's taken down. No penalty on that one. They're going to call an offsides. Nine minutes, 32 seconds left in the third. 4-2 Raptors. On comes Anaya, Schroeder, Doss, Hollingworth, and Robinson. Cyclones win the draw. They gain possession. They clear it out of the zone. Hollingworth comes down. Anaya clears it, or sends it down into the zone. Dumps it behind the net. Schroeder in pursuit. Got Doss up the side. Ends up making it through into the neutral zone. Hollingworth gains possession, but it ends up going right to the Cyclones player. A nice move, a double drag through the legs. Back over. Oh, the puck's loose in front. Casalito kicks it to the side. Cyclones player loses an edge in front. Hollingworth and Schroeder there scrapping. Schroeder ends up getting it out to Anaya. Anaya plays it over here to Doss. It's being a little bit shallow. Doss tried the backhand to clear it over to him. Didn't quite get possession, but Schroeder ends up taking it. Enters the zone. He's got Anaya and Doss with him. Puck stolen by the Cyclones defender. Hollingworth's there to meet him. Plays it across over to Anaya. Anaya's got numbers. He's got Schroeder. Oh, a little bit too far in front for Schroeder. Goes to the goal. Oh, the goalie tries to make a swing on it and misses. Goes right to Schroeder. Schroeder's got a chance. Loses an edge in the corner. Doss playing it down in the corner. Wolf is coming on the ice from the bench. Helps keep it in. Doss makes a dangle. He's going to get a chance with a nice shot. Oh, goes just over top of the net. Kept in by Hoover. Great play by Hoover over to Anaya. Anaya and Hoover, oh, it ends up getting chipped out. They've got some numbers. Hoover makes a back check play. Oh, the puck goes just wide of the net. Cyclones have possession in the corner. They play it along the back. Met there by Hoover. Hoover pinches it into the corner. Chip forward by Schroeder. Didn't clear the zone. Played back into the Cyclones behind the net. It goes right to Wolf. Wolf's taking the corner with some speed. In possession, brings it back towards the middle. Brings it, as he's fallen, sends it over to Anaya. We've got a call. They tripped Wolf as he was coming across the neutral zone. Raptors will go on the power play. 7 minutes, 31 seconds left in the third. 4-2 Raptors. The power play on the ice comes Waldron, McLam, McPhee, Anthony, and Oktoberski. Waldron wins the draw back to McPhee. McPhee plays it back to Anthony at the point. He's going to go D to D over to Oktoberski. Oktoberski brings it in with a nice shot. Goal goes just wide off the thing. McPhee tried to chip it in. Goes just wide of the goalie too. A great shot. Puck's loose behind the net. Nobody's there to get it, but McPhee pursues it to the corner. McPhee uses his shoulder to keep it down inside. A great play by him. Still chipping along the boards. Got 1-on-2. Didn't have any help over there in the corner. Waldron helps keep it in. Plays it right over there to McPhee. McPhee tries to drag, but it's busted up. He plays it across. It goes right to McLam's stick. McLam loses an edge. Tries to go to McPhee. McPhee couldn't keep it in. Dabarski plays it forward to Anthony. Anthony chips it into the zone to McPhee. He played back out. Come on, boys. Carry it in. Here we go. Dabarski's got it. He plays it over to Waldron. Waldron's going to get a chance on the shot. Oh, it goes right off the shoulder of the goalie. Waldron's got possession. Plays it back to Dabarski. Down to Waldron in the corner. Sends it over across to McLam. McLam scores! No goal. What? Oh, they're saying McLam was in the crease. Crosser from Waldron, the puck went in, but McLam was in the crease, no goal. 28 seconds left on the power play, 4-2, 6:29 left in the period. Waldron, McPhee, McLam, Toberski, and Anthony on the ice. Waldron wins it back to Anthony. Anthony tried to keep it in, and he did. Met by a defender. McPhee down in the corner. McPhee's going to look across. He does right to Waldron. Waldron with a shot goes off of the pad. McLam gets a backhand, goes off, saved by the goalie. Waldron gets the puck in front. Oh, Waldron gets the goal, the putback. Nice play across, and Waldron with the goal on the power play. 5-2. 6 minutes left. On the ice, we got DiLorenzo, Yellen, Felmley, Hollingworth, and Robinson. DiLorenzo wins it forward. Ends up being taken over by the Cyclones, who chips it into the corner for an ice. It's going to come back. DiLorenzo going to take the draw in the Cyclone zone. He wins it back, wins it over to Yellen. A little bit of a scrum. The Cyclones get possession and chip it forward down into the corner. This one might be coming back again. Nope, it was chipped, so it's good. Hollingworth plays it up to DiLorenzo along the boards. DiLorenzo plays it up to Felmley. Felmley gains possession through the neutral zone, but he's met there by 3 players. DiLorenzo on the back check, swings it through. Back over to Felmley. Felmley gains possession, gains it over the red line so he can dump it. Dumps it down into the corner. Great dump into the corner. DiLorenzo pursuing behind the net. Plays it up. It's going to come to Yellen. Yellen's got it along the boards. Met there by 2 Raptors players. Tries to make the crosser, but it's intercepted by the Cyclones. DiLorenzo on the back check. Taking it in through Hollingworth and Robinson. Hollingworth tries to play it. Oh, it goes off of Casolito's pad in the save, and they called the whistle. Bit of a fast whistle there, but worked out good for the Raptors. Good save by Casolito. On the ice comes Schroeder, Anaya, Hollingworth, and Doss, and Robinson. Schroeder wins it forward to Doss. Goes off of Doss's stick. Tries to play it forward, but the Cyclone player is there. Doss is going to get a chance here along the boards. He's got Anaya with him. He's pushing the outside. Uses his speed. He's going to get an opportunity. Gets a shot. Scores! Nice! Over the glove side, sniped by Doss. Great push. Good use of his speed. Five minutes left in the third. 6-2 Raptors. Cyclones win the draw. Gain possession into the neutral zone. They carry it forward into the zone. Coming up the right to put a shot on net. Saved by Casolito and covers. Good kick save and cover. Schroeder wins the draw. Ends up coming up with it, sends it up to Doss. Oh, Doss sends it over to Anaya. Anaya's going to get a breakaway. He's got a chance. Brings it right, drags it right, shot, scores! Great move by Anaya. Froze the goalie, glove side on the top. Excellent play. 7-2 Raptors, 4 minutes and 37 seconds left in the game. Onto the ice comes the line of Waldron, McPhee, McLam, Hoover, and Wolf. Waldron wins the draw over to McPhee. McPhee scrapping in the middle. Waldron comes out with it in the middle. He makes a toe drag to go to the right. He's going to get a chance for a shot. Bit of a fan shot that goes right to the net. McLam gains possession to try to play it back in front, but it's intercepted there by the Cyclones. Met there by Hoover. Dangled up the boards, but McPhee gains possession. He played it back into the zone. Playing it, making it through. We get an offsides. Draw just outside the Raptor zone. Waldron wins it back to McLam. McLam plays it to Hoover. Hoover chips it forward. He's met there by McLam. Hoover gains possession and she carries it through the neutral zone. Met there by a Cyclone defender. Taken back over and played up. Waldron scraps it forward and Hoover comes back to help chip it up. The puck's played over to Waldron. Waldron's going to play it forward to McLam. Didn't quite make it there. Played back by the Cyclones. Wolf gains possession. He's bringing it back behind the net. Digs back outside to play it up the board. He's going to carry it. Tries to play it between the legs and it gets broken up by the defender. Hoover comes over to help and pushes it forward. Puck goes up to Waldron. Waldron's chipping it up to McPhee on the side. McPhee's got possession, but gets tied up a little bit there. Wolf comes over to help, and the Cyclones play it back down into the zone. Hoover's in pursuit. She's going to take it behind the net. She's got speed coming out from behind the net. Drags it to the middle. Gets met there by a defender. Sends it up to McPhee. McPhee sends the puck up to Waldron. Waldron's going to have a chance coming into the zone here. He goes around the outside, gets a chance to shot, plays it over to McLam. Broken up by the Cyclones. Met there by Wolf. Wolf's going to keep the puck in. Good chip, but he loses an edge. Cyclones have some numbers coming the other way, a little bit of speed to the outside, but met by McPhee. McPhee on the back check regains possession of the puck up to Wolf. Wolf scrumming along the boards and is played to Waldron along the boards. Waldron up to McLam. McLam gains possession into the zones. Coming up the left, the Raptors are going to get a change. Played behind the boards. Cyclones gain possession. McLam still in pursuit. Felmley gains it along the boards. We got Felmley De Lorenzo on the ice. Anthony Oktoberski. McLam still scrapping behind the net. It's going to play along the boards to Felmley. Felmley fans on to keep it in, but brings it up. Cyclones bring it up, chips back out to Anthony. Anthony dumps it a little too early into the zone. Offsides, Raptors. Got a running clock here, 7-2 Raptors, minute 50 left in the game. Got De Lorenzo, Yellen, Felmley, Anthony, Oktoberski. De Lorenzo wins it back. Oktoberski gains possession in our zone, chips it forward to Yellen. Met there by a defender. Cyclones take possession. Oktoberski meets him there. De Lorenzo runs into the defender, but ends up getting it up to Yellen. Yellen's going to get a chance. He drags across, but takes it down to the right side. Comes back, gets it to Felmley. Yellen still with another chance. Oh, the puck gets loose in front. Doesn't quite get a shot off. We got 1 minute and 7 seconds back. Play D to D. Oktoberski. Oh, the puck was intercepted by the Cyclones. Oh, and a shot. Gets it up over the shoulder of Casalito. Cyclones goal after a turnover in the zone. They stop the clock with 40 seconds left. 7-3 Raptors. 40 seconds left in the game. Robinson gains control behind the net. Gets it up to Doss. Great pass. Doss tries to find Schroeder. He gets it up to Schroeder. Schroeder's going to find an eye on the side. A little bit too long for an eye off his stick, but he's going to chase it down and get a chance for a shot. Oh, goes off the goalie's mask. Excellent shot. Schroeder's right there for the putback. Saved by the goalie. Gets through Doss's legs. It makes it back to Robinson. Robinson couldn't quite handle it. They've got possession coming into the zone. Hollingworth to cut him off. Ends up being able to chip it down into the corner. Robinson pursues it down in the corner and had possession, but lost it. Oh, and at the buzzer. That's the final. 7-3 Raptors. After a bit of a rough start, the Raptors pulled it off.